The young boy flying alone to see his grandmother, who was put on the wrong flight, landing in the wrong city. Fortunately, he is fine, but now his family wants answers. ABC's Faith Abube has the details.
I keep thinking about, how about if somebody would have stolen my grandson?
It was 6-year-old Casper's first time flying on his own, traveling from Philadelphia to Fort Myers on Spirit Airlines. His grandmother, Maria Ramos, eagerly waiting to pick him up, his luggage landing in Fort Myers. But there was no sign of Casper.
They told me, no, he's not in this flight. He missed his flight. I said, no, he could not miss his flight because I have the check-in tag.
Alarm quickly growing to panic.
So I ran inside the plane to the flight attendant and I asked her, where's my grandson? He was handed over to you at Philadelphia. She said, no, I had no kids with me.
A short time later, Ramos receives a call from Casper. It turns out the 6-year-old had been put on a different flight, landing 150 miles away in Orlando.
He said, yes, I'm here. I land. I'm in the airport. I said, give me an adult. He said, I don't have nobody with me.
Spirit Airlines saying in a statement in part, quote, the child was always under the care and supervision of a Spirit team member. And as soon as we discovered the error, we took immediate steps to communicate with the family and reconnect them. But for Ramos, it isn't enough.
I want them to call me and let me know how my grandson ended up in Orlando. How did that happen?
And Faith joining me now from Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport for more on this. So Faith, as any family would want to know, they want to know how this happened. How did he end up on the wrong flight and what comes next?
Yeah, Alexis, you know, understandably, this family is devastated. They were terrified. Those moments when the boy didn't walk off the plane, they were expecting him to walk off from. Spirit Airlines has apologized to this family, but they don't believe that is enough. They want more answers. And now Spirit Airlines says it's conducting an internal investigation in order to figure out what happened. They'll be looking at things like who had contact with this child, who was supposed to put this child on which plane, and how did the miscommunication happen. And so all of that, at some point, we should be learning more from Spirit Airlines, or at least the family will learn more from Spirit Airlines.
Yeah, terrifying indeed. So what safety tips should parents know if they have, you know, unaccompanied minors flying by themselves over the holidays or at any time?
Yeah, usually these are kids between 5 years old and 14 years old. They are allowed to travel unaccompanied, but the airlines do offer these services. All the airlines offer these services. For example, on American, they advise you to make sure you attach an ID to that child. Make sure your contact information is on that child's jacket or on their carry-on as well. But a lot of these airlines will also give you a security card at the ticket agent or the ticket counter. They will give you a security card that allows you to actually bring the child to the exact gate they're supposed to be at and watch the child walk onto the plane before you leave the airport, and then do the same thing on the other end wherever their destination is. So if you're not able to be the one to bring your child to the airport, whoever is bringing that child to the airport, they have to be sure to stay with the child all the way to the gate. Make sure they get on the right flight. Make sure you point out all the uniformed employees of that airline and make sure that the child knows to ask them questions whenever they have questions during that flight. And then, of course, once they land, that child needs to make sure they stay on that flight until a uniformed member of the airline crew comes in and picks them up and takes them to meet up with whoever it is they're meeting up with. Alexis.
Good advice. Do we have any idea how the little boy is doing in all of this? Certainly terrifying for his family, right? For his grandma and his parents, but how's he doing? Do we have any word?
As far as we know, he's okay. Obviously, we don't know how much he understood of what happened. He was supposed to be on a flight, appeared where Grandma was supposed to be waiting for him, and then he gets out of the plane and Grandma is not there. I would imagine he was distressed at some point, but the Grandma was able to make that trip, travel about 150 miles to go get him. So hopefully he still had a great holiday. Alexis.
Wild story, thank goodness, with a happy ending. Faith Abube at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. Thanks so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.